Kapag nag-invest kami sa kanya, pag nagbigay lang ako ng 200,000 pesos, may babalik daw sa akin million in 4 months. Parang share lang daw ako sa kanya kasi siya 1 million daw. Yung 1 million niya, million ang balik sa kanya.
She had a very bad experience. She lost over million pesos. It was given to relative of her. Parang naloko siya ng kanyang sariling pamilya. She and her husband, so they really want to have investment property. Nakita nila yung bahay, meron silang agent, and first time pa lang nilang nakita, they already signed the papers and everything, just like, okay. Tapos, nabili nila yung property. All of a sudden, hindi naman nila alam pala talaga how to go about it. Wala silang orientation kung paano yung rental property. Kapag mag-i-invest ka, you have to understand where you're gonna put your money into. Pagka you're so blind of not knowing where your money is going into, parang itinatapon mo yung pera mo. Is this your first time to invest?
Parang.
What do you mean parang?
Sa Philippines, meron, kaya lang naluloko kami. Yung parang mga pyramiding, yung ganun.
Ano yun, business? Baka business yung sinasabi mo, hindi talaga invest.
Hindi po, yung parang tutubo, yung pera mo, parang ganun. Magbibigay ka ng pera, tapos sabi nila, after ilang months, may babalik.
Anong klaseng project yon? Wala, just pera lang?
Pera lang po. Pero meron kumausap sa akin sa Philippines din, pero parang sobrang imposible. Parang posible na panloloko, parang ganun.
Nako, that is...
Ano yun sa school? Ano ba yung sa school? Ano po ba yung agency sa atin na kumakapit ng ganyan sa government? Po, yung kaibigan ko dyan nagtatrabaho. Nagsasabi siya na kapag nag-invest kami sa kanya, pag nagbigay lang ako ng 200,000 pesos, may babalik daw sa akin 2 million in 4 months.
That is totally insane.
Kaya nga, yung 1 million niya kasi, may babalik raw sa kanyang 10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yung... Pero kasi pagka nakakapanood ako ng mga nangungurakot sa gobyerno, parang nangyayari talaga. Kaya lang nga, siyempre, kung totoo man yun, sobrang panloloko sa tao dun sa government. Pero malamang baka hindi na bumalik yung pera ko.
Yeah. Actually, that is one of the reason why ang community natin is so scared pagdating sa mga opportunities. Sa yan. Kasi maraming nagte-take advantage. Tsaka ang daming Ponzi scheme. Medyo obvious. Obvious na obvious. Hindi lang pala medyo. Obvious na obvious.
Buti, kinausap ko yung kuya ko sa Philippines. Sabi niya, yung pera mo, pag in-invest mo dyan, sigurado mawawala.
Yeah.
Sabi, baka sa kakahanap mo ng investment, talo ka pang mapasama.
Aha. Kasi nga, ang mga ganong klaseng investment, like I don't think it's actually investing. It's a Ponzi scheme. Ang matakot ka na nga daw kapag it's very abnormal pagdating sa return. Imaginein mo, wala kang gagawin doon bibigay mo lang ang pera mo.
Tsaka in 4 months ang bilis.
4 months dadating, babalik sa'yo ng, how much is that? Is that...
Basta mo yung, parang share lang daw ako sa kanya kasi siya 1 million daw. Yung 1 million niya, 10 million ang balik sa kanya.
Parang 10x, no?
Kasi nakuha raw nila yung project ng books sa kung anumang mga grades yun. Sila yung nakakontrata ng mga libro.
Yeah, that's the story. Yeah, that's the story. Yeah.
Ganon din, may lawyer.
Yeah, that's scary.
Dito na lang ako sa atin.
Sabi nga, if you were gonna put your money into work, make it sure na andun siya sa hard asset. Kasi ang hard asset is something na, wala man tayo dito, andyan pa rin siya. Those are buildings. Those are apartments. Yep. Hard assets. Kaya it's an opportunity talaga na magkaroon tayo nito. And just too bad dahil ang exposure natin ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa investing is more of a Ponzi scheme. Kaya nakakalungkot. May mga
Mm.
opportunities na totoo na hindi pa na natin nakikita kasi nasanay tayo doon sa ganong klaseng sistema. Tapos wala na, madadala na tayo. That's really too bad. If I may share, sila Romel and Christy, have you encountered this kind of thing too, Romel? Yung mga ganitong Ponzi scheme, have you heard about this? Nakakalungkot. Well, it's not only happening in our community. Marami din sa ibang, like the East Indian community, I heard of a lot of things from them as well. Kahit dito sa mga North American, ganun din naman. Kaya lang, siyempre sa atin sa Pilipinas, hindi naman ganun kadaling kumita ng pera sa atin eh, right? It's just sad. Kung matatandaan mo, Romel, si Christine, she is from the Philippines and she said, Ate Mel, pwede ba namin gawin dito sa Pilipinas yung pagbili ng mga apartment buildings? Maganda ang kanyang business doon and she had a very bad experience doon sa investment na pinaglagyan niya ng pera niya. She lost over 7 million pesos. The thing there was, it was given to a relative of her. Kaya malungkot na malungkot siya na sabi niya, parang naloko siya ng kanyang sariling pamilya. It's like, that's the reason why I don't really want to invest on something na hindi siya solid or hindi siya a hard asset. Pero itong hard asset naman, just to share, I have a very good conversation kanina dun sa isang possible client who will be selling her house for rent. She hold it for over 3 years. O ito, Gary, this will be ayun pa lang, it's a very good lesson for you to hear this story. Sabi niya, she got this property on Elgin. I don't know if any one of you know Elgin. That is
Saan pong Elgin? Dito po sa malapit sa hospital o may Elgin din dito
correct.
sa
Malapit sa
West
hospital.
End?
Meron silang bahay sa Maples area and she and her husband, gusto nila 3 years ago, they really want to have investment property. So one of the agents gave them an orientation na pwede silang bumili ng bahay na pwede nilang paupahan. So, nagkaroon sila ng ganong interest and here you go, they bought a house na unfortunately, hindi na sila nagkaroon ng chance makapamili. Nakita nila yung bahay, meron silang agent and for whatever reason,
Ginrab nila.
first time pa lang nilang nakita, they already signed the papers and everything just like, okay. Tapos, nabili nila yung property. All of a sudden, hindi naman nila alam pala talaga how to go about it. Wala silang orientation kung paano yung rental property. They were just advised, merong property manager na pwedeng mag-handle ng kanilang single family home tong pinag-uusapan natin para hindi sila ma-expose doon sa work na kakailanganin to manage the property. So they agreed. Napakabait na couple. Iyon yung sinasabi ko na kapag magka-i-invest ka, you have to understand where you're gonna put your money into. Pagka you're so blind of not knowing where your money is going into, parang itinatapon mo yung pera mo. Parang bahala ka na dyan, sige, okay, you do what you need to do. So parang ganun na nangyari sa kanila. For whatever reason, sabi ko, hindi man lang kayo nagtanong, wala man lang kayong idea kung ano yung papasukin yung rental na yan. Of course, you want to have an extra income on the side. Tapos meron kang intention that the property will gonna go up in value, pero bakit hindi man lang itinuro sa inyo ng agent? Kumbaga, binentahan lang siya. That's the reality of it. So she doesn't know and her husband doesn't know too. So I feel like it's too bad because I am an agent and we should have done better pagdating sa service namin. That's one of the lesson learned na kanina sabi ko nga sa kanya. If you are buying something, dapat nagtatanong ka. Dapat alam mo kung saan mo ilalagay yung pera. It's not something na, nakakita ka ng property, yun na. They never had a chance to compare any property to another property. They never got a chance. So, it's a very sad experience. And guess what? The realtor is a Filipino too. Kaya, I don't want to disclose. Now, it becomes more of a burden to me to share the information to many dahil sa mga ganitong klaseng scenario, dapat talaga, if you know, kagaya ko, I knew something that is of great value. It is now my obligation to share it over and over and over and over and over again. 'Di ba? Kahit paulit-ulit, magising lang ang maraming mga Pilipino. Kasi nakakalungkot na yung hard-earned money natin mapapapunta sa something na hindi man lang natin napag-isipan, tapos wala man lang nagturo sa atin. Parang ganon. I feel so bad about it. Kaya kanina sabi niya, Ate Mel, gusto ko lang talagang ibenta na yung property. It's been 3 years after the third tenant na tumira doon. Sirang-sira yung bahay. Ang dami-dami daw niyang ginastos. And then a lot of experiences that they had doon sa property management because they're not doing the right thing. Nagbibigay sila ng pera pero hindi naman inaayos yung dapat ayusin. So now we can really differentiate how the single family homes for rent versus yung multi-family apartments or multi-family facilities. How it's being managed, how it's being acquired, magkaiba. We're very fortunate to learn this stuff from people na who've been there and done that. One thing to point out, dahil ganda ng education, ang ganda ng education natin with investing into real estate sa multifamily. And then, makikita mo itong mga tao nag-i-invest in their own little way with their hard-earned money. Tapos, parang malalagay lang sa wala. Nakakalungkot. And they're not young anymore. They're just like going to their retirement age. So nakakalungkot to experience yung mga ganyang klaseng investment